Hi, Dr. Sean Hubbard again. Thanks for joining me in the Winner's Circle. We're continuing our series on neurological emergencies. So far, we saw somebody who is about 36 years old, a lady with increased weakness in her lower extremities, starting from her ankles and going up. We called 911 for her for concern that she might have Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's a neurological emergency. We saw another person who had increased difficulty swallowing and chewing. This was a gentleman with a history of myasthenia gravis who had the best of intentions but unwittingly took his granddaughter's prednisone. He became worse and we became concerned that he was having a myasthenia gravis crisis. So we called 911 for him appropriately. The next person was an elderly lady with a history of breast cancer who was well treated with chemo and radiation. But now she was having increased weakness getting up and down the stairs. But she was having difficulty controlling her bladder as well. So we called 911 with the concern that she might have a spinal cord issue. But it was the difficulty walking and controlling her bladder that really caught our attention. The next was a gentleman who was sitting at the next table. He passed out and had a convulsion lasting greater than 3 minutes. And so we became concerned that his seizure was starting to turn into status epilepticus, a neurological emergency. We called 911. Are you ready for another neurological emergency? Imagine this. You're at your local grocery store and there's a lady in front of you. She appears to be about 45 or 50. Suddenly, while paying, she passes out and has difficulty moving one side. What do you think? Call 911. Sounds like she's having a stroke. A stroke is when one of those arteries either gets blocked or breaks. A lot of times people have a history of high blood pressure or tobacco dependence. But at that time, when the emergency is happening, the best choice is to call 911 because there are therapies that can be given, special surgeries that should take place if they occur at the right time. But in order for them to take place, a person has to be where surgeries happen. Call 911 so paramedics can arrive and help us get her where she needs to be. Thanks for joining us in the Winner's Circle. I hope you enjoyed this series on neurological emergencies. We look forward to the next.